Hey everybody, it's Frankie back here again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Funko Pop Avengers Infinity War Hulkbuster figure. Now as you can see, they have this little concept art of the figure on the back to the left, and on the back of the box you can also see all the different lineup of all the figures they got that aren't exclusives and that are commons. They have Iron Man in his Mark 50 suit, Thor, Iron Spider, which they already have a legged variant of him. I'm just waiting to find him and waiting till he comes out so I can actually get that. Because I already have Iron Spider, but I want the legged variant more. So they have Captain America. They also have a variant of him with the shields and the little action pose. They have Thanos. They have another variant of him with the Infinity Gauntlet using basically him using the Infinity Stones, which I think is pretty cool. They have Corvus Glaive, Ebony Maw, Proxima Midnight, Groot, and of course this one, the 6-inch Hulkbuster Mark II. What I also think is cool is they also made Call Obsidian. He is a Walgreens pop, so if you want Call Obsidian, I highly recommend you check your Walgreens store because they just might have him. Alrighty, and here you can see the figure in the packaging. I love the art. I'm going to be honest, I think it looks really cool. Alright, so now let's take a closer look at this guy, shall we? Alrighty, and here's the Hulkbuster Mark II out of his packaging, and I gotta say, this little guy looks amazing in all proportions. And look, they even went as far as to sculpt, here, let me turn off the flash so you guys can see it. They even went as far as to sculpt detailing, actual detailing, into his little arc reactor, so I thought that was really cool. And then, as you can see all the other detailing on him. Then we'll give you guys a nice little 360 of the figure. But yeah, I was so stoked when Funko was when I found out they were gonna make the Mark II Hulkbuster, because I was hoping they would, and you know, I kind of had a feeling they would, but I was kind of like, you know, I just wanted to be. I had like I was really hoping that they would. I felt like they would, but I wasn't exactly sure, so I had really high hopes for them making it, and sure enough, they did. When I saw what it looked like, it looked amazing. Because I saw the concept art on because it was leaked a while back. And, so yeah. And obviously he is a little bobblehead. All Marvel Pops are bobbleheads. Alright, so now I'm going to do a comparison with him and the Mark I Hulkbuster. And here he is, side by side with the Mark I Hulkbuster Funko Pop. As you can see, they're both the Hulkbuster armor. This is just a more advanced version of it. The Mark II, like I said. But the CGI, you can tell, rendering for the figures and for in the movie is quite different. This one looks more futuristic and sleek, while this one you can tell is the original. But they both look outstanding, although if I'm to be completely honest, I do still prefer the Mark I, but the Mark II still looks really cool. This is Joss Whedon's take on the Hulkbuster armor, and this is the Russo brothers' take on the Hulkbuster armor, so I think that's pretty cool. And yes, I will give you guys a 360 of both of them at the same time. Here's the Hulkbuster Mark I from the side. One thing that's kind of annoys me, that's always seemed like, no matter what happens, every time I try to order a Funko Pop from Amazon, they always send me the most jacked up pops they can find, because they sent me the Hulkbuster with like his foot, it's all kind of jacked up so he can't stand straight, so I'll probably end up getting rid of this one and see if I can get one that actually isn't glitchy like this one or messed up, so... But that's alright. Even on the backs, I love how much detailing went into both of them in general, but even their backs look drastically different. Obviously they're going to, because like I said, this is a more advanced version, but they both just look, they're just so detailed. And then here they are from this side. Let me know which one in the comments you guys like better. Like I said, I like the Mark I better, but ultimately it's based on personal preference. But so yeah. And then I'll also compare the boxes of them as well. And here is both of their boxes. I think the art on both of them looks really cool. I think I've always loved the Hulkbuster armor. I always thought it was really cool. It's my favorite armor that Tony has. Although, I'm not going to reveal the little spoiler that could be a potential spoiler for this suit in Infinity War. For those who know what it is, you already know what I'm talking about. But for those who don't know, I'm not going to spoil it just in case it is a spoiler. You can see the lineups of the different figures for each lineup. For Infinity War and Age of Ultron. And then here they show a little art of the figures, their full art. So you get a look at their, a full look at them in general of what their art was originally, I guess, going to look like. It's hard to explain. But if I'm going to be completely honest, I would have liked it more if the Mark II Hulkbuster was more in this pose, because you're probably wondering what I mean by that. Well, don't get me wrong, he is in a cool pose, but it seems like in this one his arms are more like forward and he looks more menacing. Whereas in this one his arms are like further back and he just looks like he's just chilling, like, hey, how's it going? But either way, he still looks great. I just think they should have stuck with that pose. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same pose, but for some reason his arms look kind of forward when you look at him a certain way. And I think it would have looked better like that, but that's just my opinion. Another thing I was kind of iffy about this guy when I first saw a leaked picture of him revealed was his paint. Because from the lighting in the picture, I kind of figured it was lighting, but I wasn't sure. I was like, he looks kind of toyish and, you know, doesn't look as metallic as the first Hulkbuster. But obviously, once better pictures started surfacing with better lighting and everything, his paint was shiny and metallic just like the first one, only with a slightly darker red kind of hue to it, because obviously in the Infinity War, this is a slightly darker red, but I don't mind. I think it looks great, and this is definitely accurate to the movie, so I'm happy about that. But so yeah, and he does have a little bit of weight to him, for anyone who's wondering how heavy he is. And another thing I was kind of iffy about was when I first saw the art, or the leaked picture, I was also worried that his head would be a little too small, but then again I kind of figured it was because of his head was turned. And sure enough, I think his head looks perfectly fine now and proportionate, and he just looks like an amazing figure overall. So let's get on to the conclusion, shall we? So overall, for about $15, you get an outstanding figure from Avengers Infinity War. And I'm so happy that Funko made this. I can't even express how happy I am. So now I have the Mark I and Mark II Hulkbuster armor. So if you already know that you want to pick this up, then definitely pick it up. And I highly recommend it to anyone who's a Funko fan or just loves Marvel in general. This little guy is perfect for any one of those fans, or any one of those categories. So thanks for watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.